Hi guys, this is Alex with Team SodaKan. Today I figured I would bring you my Blitz hybrid red deck. So let's jump into it. First things first, I am playing as babies. We're playing 4 of the BT7 Kapurimon. This one is while you have a tamer in play, this Digimon just gets an extra 1,000. I find that comes in really handy, especially swinging over just, you know, with all the yellow hybrid stuff, you know, they can boost their DP and the security and stuff like that, so that just helps hit critical numbers a little better. I only play 4 of it because we're not playing a whole lot of rookies, so you're not going to be evolving on there too much. Getting into the rookies, I will start with, we play 3 of the BT4 Flamon. This is the on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with hybrid in its name, and or 1 red tamer card. I like this one over the new one because it is a and or effect, so that means if you reveal a hybrid and a tamer, I can grab them both, and it's not a specific tamer, so I can grab any red tamer that I reveal. Next I play 3 of the BT5 Shoutmon. This is the on-play reveal 5 from the top of your deck. Add a Digimon with Shoutmon in its name and 1 Digimon with Blitz from among them to your hand. So this is a really good key component searcher. So all your top end stuff has Blitz. The way I have the list set up, you have something at every level except for level 4s that has Blitz, so you're going to be able to grab pretty much anything that you need off of this guy. And then I play 3 of the BT6 Shoutmon. This guy has the inheritable, if this Digimon has Blitz, you trigger draw 1, so that's just a little extra draw them through your deck to see what you need. This is the guy that you'll usually be Digivolving on top of Kapurimon more than anything else. And then to round out the rookies, I play 2 of the Nemon. Nemon has an on-play skill where you can play a tamer card with an inheritable effect on it when you play him without paying for a memory cost, and then it has an all turns effect where once per turn when one of your Digimon with a tamer card in its Digivolution sources is deleted, you can play that tamer from its stack, so it's just letting you recycle the tamers that could potentially get taken out a little easier. So that's it for my rookies. Moving into level 4s. I play 4 of the BT4 Agunimon, just the real simple, you can evolve it on top of a tamer for 2 cost. Again, this is just more just, you know, just to have the hybrid name going. Then I play 4 of the Burning Greymon, the new one from BT7. This one, again, you can evolve it on top of a tamer for a 2 cost. You can also evolve it on top of another level 4 for a 1 cost. And then when you Digivolve with this guy, you can pop one of your opponent's Digimon with 4K or less. So you'll usually be taking out Nemons, Bokomons. Sometimes you'll be taking out other like lower level stuff, like the memory blocker guys and stuff like that. But pretty much all of the other hybrid stuff in the format right now kind of dodges his effect, so you're using it to take out the supporting pieces. And then just to round out the level 4s, I run just 2 more of the BT4 Burning Greymon. I run this just because it gives you an extra 3k during your turn when you're swinging with him, putting him at a 9k level 4, which isn't bad. And, you know, it's just another hybrid, so if you really need to, you can evolve onto him. Alright, so that's it for my level 4s. Getting into level 5s here. Your main level 5 that we run in the deck is going to be the Omni Shout from BT5. This guy can Warp Digivolve on top of one of your Shoutmons for a 4 cost. And since he is a Shoutmon, you can grab him off of the other searching Shoutmon. So, and then his inheritable is if you have something with Blitz, you're getting an extra security attack. So you're going to be getting that extra security attack all the time, even if you're not actively using the Blitz, since Blitz is kind of a lingering effect, it just sticks around. you'll still get that inherited security attack. Then I'm playing 2 of the new BT7 Aldemon. This guy is when one of your Digimon with a Tamer card and its Digivolution sources digivolves into this guy, you reduce it by 2. And then when you digivolve with him, if he's got a hybrid in his traits, you can... oh, I forget. He gets an extra 4K. And then the main reason I'm running him though is the inheritable on him, where if this has hybrid or 10 warriors, you're not triggering off security options. There's a lot of option cards that will just wreck everything that you're trying to set up, especially if you, again, going up against like a yellow or purple. They've got really strong option cards right now, so it's really nice not to be triggering those off. And then I run a 1 of BT4 Aldemon. This is the one that just gives an inherently has an extra security attack, and then when your turn, if you're evolving on top of a hybrid thing, if he's got hybrid in there, he gets an extra 4K, putting him at 11K. You can mess around with the ratio between the old Aldemon and the new Aldemon. I just think they're both really good, so this is kind of how I've come up with it. Ratio wise. And then my last level 5s, I run 2 of the Asuramon. He's just simply, he's got Blitz, so he's a piece that, you know, let's say you miss your Omni Shoutmon, but you find him, you can grab him instead. So he's just helping the consistency with the searching stuff a little bit more. Moving on to level 6s, I run 3 of the new Emperor Greymon. He's got Blitz, which is kind of the key component to this deck. And then he's got the once per turn, when this Digimon is blocked, you unsuspend him, and then you gain a memory for each Digimon Digivolution in this guy with hybrid in his name. So that I haven't found that comes up all that often. There's not a lot of blockers being played in this meta right now, but in the future I feel like that'll probably come up a little more. But he's just really good. He is a hybrid guy, so you can grab him off of some of your hybrid search. He's got Blitz, so you can grab him off of the Blitz stuff, and then he works with all of your inheritables that work with both. And then the other mega that I run in here is I run 2 of the EX1 War Greymon. Again, he's got Blitz, and then when you're attacking with him, if you have a Tamer in play, you can delete one of your opponent's things with blocker. So he is a really good answer to, like, let's say you go up against somebody who's running like 3 Musketeers or something like that. You know, they've got Gundramon out. Well, as long as you got a Tamer, you're just popping off that guy. I think there's a few lists I've seen of like X-Antibody stuff that are also running some of the inheritable blocker stuff in there. And then moving into, you know, some of the upcoming formats like Armor Burst and stuff like that is going to have blocker running around, so that'll help you deal with some of that stuff. And then I just run 2 of the Blitz Omnimon. Again, he's got Blitz, so you can grab him off some of your searching stuff. The fact that he can unsuspend to help swing to push for that last little bit for game is really good. And then his all-turns effect of if an opponent's effect would delete him, and you can return stuff to stop that. That's comes in really handy, but I find a lot of people kind of overlook that effect. So don't forget about that, because that can come up and can help you out a little bit. That's it for Digimon. Moving on into option cards, I run 2 the BT4 Atomic Inferno. This is the main effect of one of your Digimon with hybrid in its form gets plus 3,000 and an extra security attack, and then when this Digimon is blocked, gain 3 memory for the turn. That is really strong, especially if you put it on like this Burning Greymon, because then you know that's pushing him up to a 12k level 4, or if you put it on either of the Aldemons, you know, that pushes them up really nicely. And then it's all got the security effect of all your Digimon gain plus 1 security attack until the end of your opponent until the end of your next turn. So, you know, if you check it in security, it's not that big of a deal because, hey, now I'm swinging for extra security on my turn, which is never a bad thing. Then I'm running 2 of the new BT7 Flame Memory Boost. This is main effect. When you play it, you give one of your Digimon an extra security attack, and then it's got the delay to gain the 2 memory in the following turn or whenever you want to pop it. Again, this is just helping you push through the stack a little bit with that extra security, and sometimes you get the memory gain, sometimes you don't. It depends on, like I said, this format is really heavy with the memory blockers right now, so it's kind of one of those things. Sometimes you'll get it, sometimes you won't. And then my last 2 option cards, I'm running the Giga Storm from BT7. This is main effect, delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 8k or less. So again, there's a lot of little support pieces that are being played, like Bokomon, Nemon, all of the memory blocker Digimon. So, you know, you'll be able to take out a couple of those. A lot of the hybrid stuff is 8k or less, so you'll potentially be able to take out a whole big hybrid stack too, for the, you know, as long as they're not evolved up all the way. But that's it for options. And then getting into tamers, I run 2 Tai and 2 Marcus for my memory setters. Tai is, you know, if you build up the whole stack all the way, you get that extra security attack, which is never a bad thing. Marcus comes up a lot more though, because your guys on the top end, your level 6s, they're both Greymon names, so you'll be able to tap him to get that extra memory, which comes in handy because, you know, since it's through tamer effect, you're kind of bypassing all the memory blocker guys, which again can be pretty relevant. And then to round it out, I just run 3 of the new Takuya. It's not bad. I usually don't resolve him all that much, but it is nice just to be able to evolve him into one of your hybrids to get the inheritable. So that comes up a lot more than his main effect. So I will show you guys a combo that I like to do, and depending on how things go, you can usually get this off pretty easily, and you'll be essentially getting a turn 2 Emperor Greymon. So ideally what happens is you will hard play the Shoutmon, the Searcher one. You reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you'll hit an Omni Shout and an Emperor Greymon. You grab both of these because the Emperor Greymon's got Blitz, and then the Omni Shout is a Shoutmon, so you can grab that. And then you will pay the memory, warp on top of that Shoutmon that you played into the Omni Shout, and then your next turn you can evolve the Emperor Grey. You don't care if it passes turn because of the memory, because you've got Blitz, and then now you're swinging an Emperor Greymon with an extra security attack and an extra 2k, so you're hitting the security for 2 things at 14k, and that can be pretty devastating to a lot of decks. So that's a good little combo that you can do with that. You know, next turn you can follow it up, swing with the Emperor Grey, and then throw down the Omnimon or whatever you got. So yeah, like I said, that's my Blitz hybrid deck that I came up with. I've had middling success with it. It's a lot of fun, but it can be broken pretty easily. Like if they stop you at the Shoutmon or the Omni Shout step, it can be a little frustrating, but other than that, it can take a lot of decks by surprise, and I've won a few different games where, you know, we've probably been sitting down playing for 10 minutes and I've 2-0'd them. So I hope you guys like it. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.